Even though I'm not done with Dragon Age Inquisition yet, I'm finally making it around to some of the other games that I wanted to play that I hadn't yet. Like, I finally just finished the first episode of the Game of Thrones Telltale game. The last video I uploaded was my best and worst of 2014 in gaming, and one of my awards for enough already, meaning we had seen enough, I was done, was Telltale games. There's just been too many, too recently. Telltale's making Telltale games out of everything now, and I was a little hesitant to play in Game of Thrones because I didn't like The Walking Dead and I wasn't a big fan of the Tales from the Borderlands season 1, but I did love The Wolf Among Us. I loved The Wolf Among Us. Everything about it was awesome. So I was like, well, yeah, Game of Thrones could maybe do a little bit better as a Telltale game than something like Borderlands, so I gave it a try. And I actually was really kind of feeling it. Oh, and real quick, total spoiler shot this whole video. I'm going to spoil the shit out of episode 1 of the Game of Thrones Telltale game. So, you've been warned. So in Game of Thrones, the Telltale version, you are going to be 5 of the family characters from House Forrester, which I believe has not been in the show, but I think they were mentioned in the novels. I haven't read the novels, it's just from what I've heard from friends who are totally into the books. And so you're from House Forrester, and House Forrester, their main stuff is Ironwood. Anyways, the episode starts off during the Red Wedding, and you are part of Stark's bannermen or whatever, and you are a kid named Garrett, I believe is how you pronounce it, and he's a squire for Lord Forrester. And as the squire, you actually kind of get promoted right before the Lord guy dies. Of course he dies. He's a lord. He's a nice guy. At the beginning of a Game of Thrones story, dead. So you're the Garrett guy. You go back home and you find out that your family, who's pig farmers, they were slaughtered by these other guys, dudes. The dude that was there killing everybody, I think it was like Lord Baron, or no, he's a warden. He's a warden baron. I don't know. It's one thing about the Game of Thrones is I always get stuck on all the titles. I'm not really good with names in person, in real life, and in video games. I'm not so great with names. And then when the names come with a title, and I'm not always sure in Game of Thrones where the titles, like where their ranking is. Lord seems like it should be pretty high, but it's actually not super high. Or you're only like the lord of this small little area. Like, I'm the lord of this house, House Moore. I am Lord of House Moore. Actually, that would be my dad. My dad would be Lord of House Moore. Or of the Moore House. Something like that. I don't understand all this stuff. So, yeah, the kid's family gets killed by these dudes' guys, and so he kills them back, and then he goes home to the Forresters, and they're like, oh no, these guys are gonna come here and kill all of us because you killed some of their dudes, so we're sending you to the wall. See ya, Garrett. And that's what happens with him for the meantime. Because then it flips over to this kid named Ethan. And since his older brother was slaughtered along with his dad, now he's a little lord. He's like a 13-year-old little lord. And boy, what a shitty time to become a lord, because that's when shit's hitting the fan. And these bad guys are coming in. They're like, roar. And he's like, ah, what do I do? And and you gotta choose like a, what's it called? You gotta choose a right-hand man who to tell you what to do. Because, you know, when you're, like, in a place of power, you really don't make any choices. The guys that you hire make all the choices, and you just stand there and look pretty. Same in Game of Thrones. You gotta choose your right-hand man. I chose Duncan. Duncan was more of a rational speaking man. He's very diplomatic, and he says, hey, we gotta use our brains. And then there was this other guy, I can't remember his name. He was very, very like, no, we're just gonna kill everybody. We're gonna slaughter everybody. But we didn't have the guys to really pick a fight. None of our guys were really well trained because all the really well trained ones just got slaughtered. I guess they weren't actually well trained after all. And that guy was a loose cannon, so I didn't choose him. I chose the other guy. But guess what? In true Telltale form, it really didn't fucking matter who you chose, because little Lord Ethan died anyways. He died because Ramsay Snow, which you guys know from the show, is the guy who kidnapped, I can't remember his actual name, but he kidnapped the guy he calls Reek now, and he tortured him and shit. I think he cut his dick off. He came in and he was like, "Rawr, do this stuff," and little Lord Ethan was like, "I don't know," and then Ramsay Snow was like, "I'm taking your daughter, she's hot," and I was like, "No you ain't," and he stabbed me in the throat. Took my brother instead, which doesn't make any sense. He gave my brother to the Baron guy that was pissed off that Garrett had killed some dudes. It's like a soap opera. if he killed me, you know, little Lord Ethan, because I was trying to stop him from taking my sister, wouldn't he be like, oh, you're dead, taking your sister anyways? I guess not. I guess that didn't cross his mind. One of the other characters you play is the eldest Forrester daughter, Mara, and she's in King's Landing because she's the handmaiden to Marjorie, who, of course, as we know, is supposed to be marrying Joffrey. We know how that goes. Now, here comes one of my big problems, is in a game that I feel like I should be making a lot of really cool decisions and stuff, I don't want to play the nice, noble family that is House Forrester, because I already know Game of Thrones, and I know that if you play the game like a nice, honorable, noble person, your family will all die. The Starks taught us that. I want to play like the Lannisters. I want to be sneaky, I want to be conniving, I want to be just a manipulative little bitch. And the game won't let you do that. The game wants you to be noble and sweet. Well, I don't want to play that game. I have a lot more fun playing as Mira, who's in King's Landing, because that's the Game of Thrones I like. I like the Lannister Game of Thrones. I like Joffrey. I liked Joffrey. I really did, because he was such an asshole. Because I hated him, I liked him. And I love Marjorie. I think she's been playing the game extremely well. Much smarter than Cersei. Cersei is a manipulative, conniving little bitch, but she makes everybody hate her. And that is not how you gain power. You don't gain power through fear or hatred, you gain it through love. And Marjorie Tyrell definitely knows that. She knows that she's also very manipulative and very conniving. She knows how to play the game, and she does that by making everybody love her and respect her. So overall, I did enjoy the game. The graphics kind of suck, though. There's a lot of problems with the graphics. Like, I don't know if they were trying to do a soft focus or what, but there's like sometimes one half of the wall is this terrible pixelated, just god-awful graphics, but then right beside it, the next panel beside it, it's like Telltale pretty. So I have no idea. A lot of the graphics are pretty shitty. It's had a lot of audio problems for me where the characters will repeat what they're saying. They'll say like a sentence and then they say it again really quick, like an audio clipping that causes them to re-say things. It is also, as I'm always saying with Telltale games, I always get more and more frustrated that I'm obviously being forced into options where it pretends like I have a choice, but no matter what I've chosen, it will still force me down the same path. That's extremely annoying, just because I wish they would stop marketing as, you have all the freedom in the world to do what you want. But then you actually don't. Like, just be honest with me. Don't try to fool me. That's what actually pisses me off the most. And also while playing it, you have to remember that they're not going to actually give you any huge game-changing options within the first at least 2 episodes. Because if they did do a big game-changing option in the game, that means every episode after is going to have even more duplicates. They're going to have even more different versions of each episode and drastically different versions of each episode, which also means more graphics are going to have to be made, more environment art, more voiceovers are going to have to be recorded. So it's going to cost them more money in the long run if they give us more deeper game-changing options. So they won't. But for any Game of Thrones fan, this game I would say is a must play because it is really, really fun for all the fan service and to get to kind of play the game of Game of Thrones. Check it out. It is a lot of fun, especially also if you like past Telltale games. It is very true to form. After playing episode 1, I did go ahead and buy the season pass because I know that no matter what happens, I will definitely be playing the full season all the way out because it is fun. Let me know in the comments if you guys have played it and what you have thought so far of where they've gone with the game. And I'll let you know what I think of the next episodes when they come out. Oh, and also, I almost forgot. I created a mailing list. Yay! So yeah, if you look down in the links below, you can subscribe to the mailing list. And I promise I won't spam you too much. But when I do spam you, it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you do sign up for the mailing list, people who are subscribed, they will get like exclusive first access to cosplay pictures before they come out anywhere else. And Yoshi has just dug herself down into the couch. Also, I'll let you guys know when new videos come up, and I'm working on a super secret, so don't tell anybody, but a Minecraft server so that we can all get on there and play together and have like a little Rachel Powwow Minecraft time. And anybody who has signed up for the mailing list will get first come, first serve access to that as well. But yeah, make sure you click on the little linky down below and sign up for the Raychulholics mailing list, and I promise to fill your inbox. Not too full, but when I do fill it, I'll fill it with wonderful, awesome, fun, rad stuff. Thanks for watching.